Well, Iowa, are we ready to celebrate or what? You know, isn't it great that President Trump chose Iowa to celebrate America's big, beautiful birthday? And there is no better place than Iowa to kick off America's 250th birthday celebration than our state fair. Iowa, we have always come through for President Trump, haven't we? And today, it's America's state fair. You know, Iowa as a state did not exist back in 1776 when the Declaration of Independence was signed. It was 170 years later that Iowa was admitted to statehood. And President Trump, he could have picked our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. He could have picked Philadelphia at Independence Hall. Thank you, President Trump, for picking Iowa and bringing our celebration to the heart of the heartland. I'm Brenna Bird, and I'm so glad to get to work for you as your Attorney General, get to uphold our laws and Constitution, work every day to protect Iowans, and as a mom and a prosecutor, I will always protect our children and keep them safe. I stand up for law enforcement, and we all back the blue, don't we? Under the last 2 years of Biden, I was pretty busy defending your constitutional rights from that nonstop assault, whether it was the EPA taking on farmers, or they're taking away our Second Amendment rights, or even what we saw where they were going to force boys to be allowed in girls' bathrooms and sports. But we held the forces at bay, didn't we? We held the radicals at bay and upheld our Constitution, and a new day has come. What a difference since January 20th. You know, President Trump, he loves farmers, he protects our rights, he keeps America safe, and he loves our great country. And our great country is about 250 years old, one more year to celebrate. You know, another great president, Abraham Lincoln, he called our Declaration of Independence an apple of gold, our founding principles. That is what America is. And he said that it's an apple of gold and a frame of silver, the Constitution that enshrines our Republican form of government. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That is our Declaration of Independence, and I am proud to be an American. I'm also a proud Iowan because we've got a lot to brag about as a state. You know, Iowa sent more soldiers per capita than any other state in the Union to fight in the Civil War. And that was when we were just in our infancy. And I'm proud too, both as an Iowan and as an American, because in Iowa, we love our veterans, don't we? We love them, we respect them. And I'm glad my favorite veteran is here tonight with us, Bob, my husband, who served in Iraq in the Iraq War in the Army, combat engineer. Thanks, Bob. And in World War II, I am proud that one of the flag raisers at Iwo Jima was Marine Corporal, then Private First Class, Harold Pye Keller from Brooklyn, Iowa. And here in Iowa, I think we just might be the best thing since sliced bread, because the first bread slicing machine, it was invented right here in Iowa, in Davenport. The computer was invented at Iowa State, and we are proud of our agriculture here, and we want the whole country to know it. I was born and raised on a farm, and I am proud. Iowa farmers feed and fuel the world. I'm also proud of this one. The first woman ever admitted to practice law, Arabella Mansfield from right here in Iowa. And another good Iowa record. You ready for this one? Get ready. I think we're pretty good at electing presidents, aren't we? President Trump is a Triple Crown winner of Iowa. Last year, he broke records in our caucuses with a massive win. And thanks to you, he is back in the White House. Freedom is not free. We are the land of the free because of the brave. And we are so thankful that we have President Trump, where he has pledged his life, his fortune, and his sacred honor and sacrifice for our country to the principles of freedom to make America great again. God bless you. God bless our President Trump. And God bless the United States of America.